Hi, my name is Aslam Kakar, and I teach the anthropology of the Middle East at Rutgers University. This evening, I wanted to talk about one thing in the illegal and immoral war on Iran by the United States and the State of Israel. Of course, there is a lot that people are talking about. There is a lot that is unfolding. As we are speaking, that will and things that will unfold in the coming hours and days and weeks and months. And I'm not in the business of prediction as to what will happen, but the one thing that I've been observing is the moral fracture or the moral decay in the dominant political current in Western civilization. Um, and what I mean by it is that what we are seeing in the United States, and I should say, with some exceptions like Spain, most of Europe, but particularly the United States, there is this moral rot that is afflicting its foreign policy, its behavior, its way of seeing other cultures, particularly in the global south. We know cultures and civilizations and ways of lives as anthropology is very well suited than any other subject, I would say, to understand, I mean, and to complement an enriched understanding of different places and different cultures and different ways of life. And that, even if is the intention of the West to go and liberate Iranians and Iranian women and so on, but to come back to the moral decay, I think it is happening in front of our eyes when 170 Iranian schoolgirls were killed, and there is no apology for it. We also have been witnessing the assassinations of political leaders, of religious leaders, of civilians, of the destruction and death of homes and the destruction of civilian infrastructure. And I think what this has shown, at least to me, is that there is an air of superiority, of civilizational hubris, that is on shameless display in Washington, but also in Tel Aviv, which is geographically situated, located in the Middle East, but in principles is a Western state. Um, but you know what else I should also mention is that there is, I think, a civil or civic majority, which for the most part in the West is silent, and I think it is at this point irrelevant because I think history has already been shaped, and history, as we know, is shaped by those who act, those who dominate, rather than those who remain silent. And I don't know where this will go, but I think it just tells us that all these claims of liberal democracy and equality and human rights and so on is just a show, and it cannot be any further from the truth, and it's a shame, and it is giving a lot of people like me who have come to the West in good faith and in hopes that one can live. And I mean, I'm still living, and others are living here, but the 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 arrogance and the rot and the decay that we are experiencing is unprecedented. And And the problem, yes, and the real problem is that even well meaning Western commentators show their opposition to this war by not even in the slightest, suggesting or referring to the point that I am making, this moral decay in Western civilization, right? Breaking all rules and norms of human decency and humanity. But they're talking about interests. Even well-meaning Western commentators, as I said, they will say, "Oh, bombing this place is not in our interest. Oh, bombing this city is not in our interest. How is it going to serve our interest?" But is it all about interests? Is it all about money? Is it all about cars? Is it all about your homes? I mean, I understand we all need, economic security, but are you even thinking about the lives of people in those places? Has the U.S. ever experienced a war on its soil, as have Americans? I mean, God forbid, I don't wish it upon any place in any country and any people, but it is ridiculous. It is horrible. It is, hypocritical, and it is. Americans are not doing the least. I mean, there are some people. Don't get me wrong. There are some people, but I think the vast civil majority is silent, and they may rise, or they may be, they are in the process of rising, or opposing or resisting, but we don't see it pretty much anywhere at the moment, and it's heartbreaking. It's I think the hypocrisy is just palpable, and the moral fracture is just, it's everywhere, and you can't ignore it. And yeah, it's I mean, and just one last point, that doesn't mean that I think, the Iranian state, and the regime was any good to its people, but it doesn't give any other country license to go around and bomb it, and kill its political and religious leadership. That's just not how statecraft, as I have studied it, as I have learned it, works. It's horrible. It will be very dangerous for us, for all of us, in the years to come. And I think more and more Americans, it will be better the sooner they realize that this hypocrisy and this arrogance, this hubris, is just not going to serve anybody. Thank you.